Namaste everyone. Welcome to my channel Abundant Love, or welcome back to my channel Abundant Love. So today's reading is a special reading. So when I was doing the last week's energy update, at that time I did not know that there's a solar eclipse, partial solar eclipse happening on April 30. And usually when eclipses happen, they have some intense effects on our emotions. So I felt very strongly that let me do a reading and just find out if your spirit guides have specific messages of guidance for you regarding this upcoming solar eclipse energy. Okay. So there are three options as usual. This small baby angel is for option one viewers. This gold colored lamp is for option two viewers. And this amethyst crystal is for option three viewers. You can choose any one or more option based on your intuition, and once you have made your choice, you can go to the video description, or you can see the pinned comment section. You will see that next to each option, there's a timestamp given. You do not have to see the whole video. You just click on the timestamp next to the option you have chosen, and your reading will start from there. Okay. So before starting, let me say the usual prayer. Dear gods, goddesses, archangels, spirit guides, ascended masters, and all the positive forces of the universe, please keep me and the viewers of this video inside your protection bubble. Through this video, please help the viewers receive messages of hope, courage, love, compassion, and positive dynamic action. Thank you so much for everything that you do for us. Now we will start. I'll keep this other two options aside first. Welcome to your reading, option one viewers who chose this very cute baby angel reading a book. Let us see first from the Energy Oracle deck. How is this upcoming solar eclipse on April 30 going to affect you? Which area of your life is it affecting? If your spirit guides have any specific messages or guidance they want to deliver, we'll take all that. Thank you, Spirit. Three cards from the Energy Oracle deck. Then, okay, I'll take two cards from the Monology deck. Spirit. One more card, please. Thank you. Then from our Light Workers deck, we'll take one message or guidance. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Ascended Masters. Thank you, ladies. Also from our Angels and Ancestors deck, we'll see. Okay. Two cards came flying. Okay, I took one. The other one, I thought it was one card, but it was too many. So let me just shuffle again. One more card, please. Angels and Ancestors. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, this is the one I want to take. I think your ancestors have a lot to say. And then, of course, last but not the least, I truly believe whatever transformation we go through, no matter how intense it is, there's always a hidden blessing. So we'll see what is that one major blessing that this solar eclipse will accelerate for you. Oh, okay, again, two cards, two blessings. Now let us dive into your reading. Option one. Okay, we'll see your cards. You have many, many cards, even though I wasn't planning to. I see. I see. I see. I see. I see. I'm wondering what to show first. Okay. So your first card that I want to show is this card of indecision. Okay. So it might have already happened that you are not sure about something, or maybe the solar eclipse can trigger this more intensely. This sense of not being able to decide between two paths, okay? And things might feel a little bit intense at that time because from the Moonology deck, you also got this card. Emotions are running high, okay? So there are decisions, it can be related to your work life, your health, your um, relationships, any situation, okay? But just remember, not taking a decision is also a decision, okay? And not taking a decision will also make you feel, might make you feel restless during this time, since the solar eclipse will kind of zoom on this aspect of your life, and you will feel even more restless if you choose not to take a decision, because that in itself is a decision. And that might make you feel uh, emotionally turbulent, okay? You also have, okay, you also have the moon card from your ancestor deck, which is saying take note of intuitive messages, okay? Again, whenever the moon card comes out and shows different phases, it also like speaks loudly of your emotions, again going through several phases, like the moon is going through several phases, okay? So once you see this reading, even if this happens, this emotional fluctuations and all that, please don't be scared, because this is just the moon cycle as well as the solar eclipse. All the effects together are intensifying your emotions. But as the effect of this planetary movements phase out, your emotions will become stable again, okay? So there's nothing to worry. Just go through this like going with the flow of a river. The way you can help yourself is like there are actually lots of advice for you, okay? So the first advice from your ancestor deck is Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. Again, I think I have said this in a previous video. Please comment if you have tried, if you have heard me say this before and have tried this tip, and if it has helped you. But I'll say it again anyway. Whenever you feel extremely anxious, extremely restless, your emotions are all over the place, then the best method of grounding at that instant is to focus on your five major senses and sense at least three things. So, in your immediate environment, with your sense of smell, you find out what are the three things you can smell, three different things. With your skin, try to feel three different things that you are feeling on your skin. With your eyes, you can easily see three different things, okay? With your ears, try to hear the three immediate noise that you are hearing. Even if you're sitting quietly, you will hear the noise of maybe the wind outside, maybe some machines running in your household, things like that. Okay. So, what it does is when you're very anxious and you do this, I learned in an anxiety workshop myself. Okay. So, I also suffered from like intense local anxious attacks like that. So but when you do this, this is also a method of grounding. It immediately pulls you back to your current reality. Okay. And the mind is focused on finding like those three smells, those three hearing sensations, skin sensations, things like that. So the mind stops wandering haywire. Okay. So please try that, or any other grounding technique that you know of. Please try that. Do not become a victim of your emotions. This is very important for you in this phase, and I'll show you why. Because you also have this card of magician and the mirror. So first of all, you got the moon card, which is already saying take note of intuitive messages. Even though you have this emotional fluctuations, but at the same time, your intuition will be very strong around this solar eclipse phase. Okay. And trust that. And magician is also, the magician energy is also an energy of somebody who has super strong intuition, and he can use that in his favor to manifest what he wants. The magician and the mirror. But the only thing he has to be careful about is if he's intensely thinking about negative stuff, that will also manifest. Okay. So you want to be careful about that. No matter how hard it is for you to take a decision or not take a decision, and you feel emotionally turbulent all the time, but you have to put in that little effort of pulling yourself out of that. If you see yourself going into this negative bubble, immediately take a walk outside or go and feed birds, stray animals. Do something that will uh, distract your mind from those thoughts. Okay. And will change into something positive. Definitely when the magician card is here, it means that you can manifest. So it's like something is coming to you like a double edged sword. Okay. You are receiving a lot of power. On one end, it is making you feel vulnerable emotionally. On the other end, if you can still contain them or stabilize them and just focus on visualizing every positive thing about yourself, about people around you, about the larger society in general, uh, you will see that it is attracting wonderful blessings at a very fast pace. Okay. uh, I think the you are going to receive blessings anyway because you are the magician. The magician is a positive card, like it's 98% positive. 2%, like I said, if you are prone to intense negative thinking, then it might delay your manifestation. Okay. That's the only drawback. But 98% of the magician card is very positive because he's almost like the creator. He's so good, he's so focused, he's so intuitive, he's so divinely guided that he can manifest very, very good things for himself and for the society in general. So please remember that. Remember that this is your superpower that is being even more intensified around this time. So use it for your own good and for the good of people around you. Okay. Okay. Now, the advice that your spirit guides are giving you is communication is key. During this time, when you feel intensely emotional and you don't know what to do, don't just suppress everything within yourself. Talk to people who might have a different perspective, who might give you some other advice. You never know. So don't hide. Okay. This is no matter how emotional you're feeling, you can take a step back and give your body and mind a little bit rest, but definitely reach out to people, okay, and communicate. If there's something particularly that you really want to communicate, and just because you could not communicate, this indecision is coming in. For some of you, I'm getting that, okay? Just because you are hesitant to communicate, this problem of indecision is weighing heavily on you. So please communicate. You are protected here. Um, don't fear, there won't be any negative backlash. Okay, there might be some uncomfortable moments where you don't know what to expect, and that is natural. That is a part of growth. Okay, whenever you feel uncomfortable in any situation, just know that you are growing. It is a good sign. So definitely communicate. And through this phase, I think your communication, this is one of the blessings I'm feeling, that you will learn how to effectively communicate without fear or without expectation of any kind. Okay, that is wonderful. Then, of course, okay, the other advice that you have from the Energy Oracle card is strategy. So, strategize. If things sometimes might feel too much, maybe some of you have taken on multiple responsibilities, which is why, again, the indecision factor is coming in so strongly. They're saying, okay, take a step back and then write down your tasks, subtasks, okay, and strategize. And while you are strategizing, like, really break it down to baby steps. Okay, don't just tell yourself that, okay, I'll achieve this huge goal within 20 days, because that might feel overwhelming again. If you really break them down to small mini steps and reasonable ones, and just give yourself, okay, in this one day I'll just message this person, okay, or I'll just talk to this person and find out how it is done. Just that. So, and you have to put in the effort to do it, okay? So remember, your advices from the spirit guides are, you have to communicate, don't hold back, and also make a plan, make a strategy on how you will approach the situation if something is bothering you too much, if something feels very overwhelming. Okay, you will see once you break it down, it doesn't feel that intimidating anymore. Then, of course, from the beautiful Ascended Masters and Light Workers deck, you have Mary Magdalene, Teacher Awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. I think this card resonates very strongly with communication is key. Okay, maybe you guys are motivational speakers. Maybe you have something to say through writing, through blogs, through videos, or just in general circle, social meetups. When you speak, people listen, and your spirit guides want you to use this gift to inspire others, okay, to do good in the world. They're saying, don't be shy, because it is not about you anyway. I think this is an important lesson I learned myself. Like, our mind keeps thinking, oh, I'm speaking, people are thinking about me, and things are blah, blah, blah. But it's not about us. It's never about us. Sorry, guys. My setup is a little bit unstable. So it is never about us, okay? Whenever spirit guides are pushing us to do something, it is so that they can work through one of us. We are just mere conduits, channels, and they are the ones working, um, and trying to better the lives of many others. Okay, so it is, I would say, a malfunctioning ego when we think that, oh, it's me, I will mess it up and all that. You should not think any such thing, okay? You just surrender to your version of the divine and do what you have to do, say what you have to say, okay? Because that is the divine guiding you to say. Please don't block that. Your intuition is very strong. You are being helped with strategizing, communicating, because there is a divine teacher in you which wants to come out in all its glory, okay? Please don't block that. And this solar eclipse is ensuring that uh, you acknowledge that, okay? You acknowledge this gift in you. And again, I'm saying it's not super smooth, it's not easy, it is going to be uncomfortable. You are going to feel uncomfortable sometimes. Sometimes you're going to feel you're talking, nobody's listening. This is all part of the growth, okay? If you don't try, you don't learn anything. You are just stuck in the same place, and that is wastage of a lifetime. So your spirit guides are coming in and pushing you out of your comfort zone so that you go out, you start speaking, you start sharing, you start inspiring. This is beautiful energy. Now let us see these two major blessings. A blessing to bring clarity. Again, strongly resonates with communication, strategy, grounding, everything. Okay. So once you, it's almost like steps. You strategize. So first, you're feeling intensely emotional. Then first step, you ground yourself. Step two, you strategize what to do next. Third, based on your strategies, you communicate. Okay. And once you do that, the blessing that comes rushing towards you, breaking all this fear of indecision, is the blessing of clarity. Okay. When you communicate, your communications will be clear, and you will also receive messages. It can be through email, it can be through general postal mail, it can be through word of mouth. You will receive some messages that will bring forth tremendous clarity. This indecision then will no longer exist. Okay, you will know what to do and you will proceed in that path very confidently. You got two blessings, and your second blessing is a blessing for healing any injury or illness. Okay, so again, the whole indecision thing for some of you may be due to health condition. It can be a physical health, mental health, health of a loved one. It can be an animal like a pet or a family member, friend, anyone. Okay, but and that was probably bothering you a lot, but they are saying no, they are being healed. Whoever is suffering from ill health or an injury, they are being healed. The solar eclipse will accelerate the healing. Also remember, you are the magician. If you set a strong intention and visualize very clearly this healing, this will happen like this, okay? Within 24 hours, within maybe 24 minutes also, this sudden rapid progress in health can happen. You are the magician. You are very intuitive, okay? So overall, if I have to summarize your reading, this solar eclipse is making you go through some discomfort. They are not major, they are minor discomfort here and there, but you will feel intensely emotional. But once you go through it, you will receive clarity, you will realize the gifts that you have within you. Okay. And if you can somehow stabilize your energy, no matter how unstable they try to be, if you can stabilize them and channel them into making strategies, into communicating effectively, then you will see that you are receiving this major blessing of clarity, so that you are no longer stuck in that indecision phase. So that is all I have for you, option one. If this reading resonated, please hit the like button. Please leave a comment, whatever you want. The comments really help in increasing the viewership of the video. And I'm so very grateful to each one of you who like and comment and even leave feedback for me on other websites. They really help me a lot, motivate me a lot. So thank you for that. And please share the video with your friends who are interested in similar type of content, and encourage them to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you again in my next reading. Till then, lots and lots of love. Bye bye. Okay, so let me put these cards back before I move on to option two. Okay. Okay. Welcome to your reading, my dear option two viewers who chose this beautiful golden colored lamp. Okay, uh, now let us see this solar eclipse that is happening, the partial solar eclipse that is happening on April 30. How is this going to affect you? Okay, thank you, Spirit. So I'll take two cards from the Energy Oracle deck. Thank you, Spirit. Then I'll take two cards from the Moonology deck as well. Dear Spirit Guides, what are the messages that option two viewers need to be aware of, or any specific words of guidance that you want to convey to option two viewers? One more card, please. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Now we'll take one card from this Light Workers deck. Thank you, Light Workers. And probably I'll take two cards from the Angels and Ancestors deck. Ancestor Guides, thank you so much for being here. What does option two viewers need to hear from you? Thank you. And finally, like I already said in option one, no matter how intense an eclipse may be, it always um, brings forth a hidden blessing. Okay, so we'll see what is this one major blessing. Okay, we'll see two major blessings that the eclipse is bringing forth for you. Thank you. Oh, okay. Thank you. Let us dive into your reading option two. Okay. I'm not surprised that you guys chose this golden lamp, because you are attracting a lot and lot of abundance. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So actually there are so many messages, okay? So one possibility is that for the same person all these things are happening, or maybe like these are different things happening to different people who are viewing this. Okay, so take what resonates most strongly with you and definitely let me know in the comment section, like what are the messages, because there are two or three distinct messages here. So one is, of course, not like receiving a lot of abundance. And I show you the cards right away. Like you got from the same deck, Energy Oracle deck, the door to value opening, and you also got cornucopia. Okay, so cornucopia, if you see this card, it's like full of fruits, like food, this divine golden light shining. So this is a kind of abundance which fulfills you in all aspects. It's not just only money coming in, it's like deep, deep fulfillment in your cellular level happening. Okay, I don't even know if that makes sense, but this is what I'm feeling. Okay, and this is happening because this door to value is opening. So door to value, of course, shows all this money and dollar bills and gifts coming in, but I'm also feeling that you are valuing life, like your sense of valuing life, that perspective has shifted or shifting, which is why now, like, so much fulfillment is happening inside you. Okay, so this is beautiful energy. So what you have to be careful about in this stage is, do not let pride get into your way. Okay, so pride can be both ways. One is definitely, since you are receiving so much, try to stay humble. Okay, try to practice humility, try to practice insignificance. But the other thing that also happens is, sometimes pride blocks the abundance. Don't be too proud to receive from the divine. And when I say from the divine can give something to you through anybody around you. Okay, if you think that, no, 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 why should I take this from this person, that is also a sense of misplaced pride. Okay, so that's why they're saying, don't let pride get into your way. If somebody is giving you something which feels like a lot, you don't have to block it. You just be grateful, grateful to the person. And even if you cannot give back to them in a similar way, you give back in terms of your love, your time, even your smiles. Okay, like if somebody is giving you money, does not necessarily mean that you have to give them back money if they are not expecting it. Of course, if you have taken a loan and somebody is expecting you to fulfill that loan, you definitely have to do that. Okay, but sometimes people love you and they give you expensive stuff, so that does not mean that you have to give them something similar in return. You can see what they need and add value in that aspect of their life. Maybe they are lonely. You give them your time. Okay. And if you cannot give anything back, you give back to Mother Earth. Okay, because this I have faced, like when I was very, very sick, there were so many people who were super nice to me and they were giving and giving. And this was going for so many months. I could not give anything back, even my time, because I was so sick. I could not talk. So, but I was grateful that I was receiving so much. And the only thing I could do was to feed the birds or feed the ants, and that is uh yeah, that is enough. That is more than enough. Okay, because your intent should be like to give back something within your capacity. And as long as you are giving back to any child of Mother Earth, it really lightens your own heart. Okay, and that kind of releases all the blocks and you can receive more and more. So just remember, you are being blessed. This solar eclipse is bringing in huge blessings for you. Don't let pride get into your way. Okay, this is very important. Please remember this message. Then the next message is, Communication is key. I'm very surprised because option one also received the same message of communication. So it seems like for a lot of us, this solar eclipse, there's a common theme that we all need to communicate with each other without fear, without expectation, or without the fear of our expectations not being met. Okay. There used to be a time where people would just talk to each other without any fear. Now, with the media and too much information everywhere, like even lighthearted conversation can turn into an argument about politics or religion or sports, and that's why everybody's scared. Like they don't know anymore what to say, what not to say. And I think the divine, along with the help of spirit guides, like is really pushing us as a collective to let go of those insecurities and fears so that we can communicate lightheartedly, communicate in a smooth manner again, like we used to maybe 50 years back, 100 years back, I don't know. But yeah, recently with the internet boom and everything and too much information, it always feels like even very trivial conversations can suddenly turn into something very volatile. So, um, just remember, you have to communicate. You cannot move forward by suppressing your own voice. Okay? For you, communication is extremely, extremely important, and you are being guided. Okay? This like effective communication is leading you towards your abundance. So don't be afraid to communicate. Okay. Then from the Angels and Ancestors deck, you actually got two guardian angels. One is the Earth Guardian, the other is the Heart Guardian. Okay. The Earth Guardian is saying, stay rooted and grounded. And the Heart Guardian is saying, love and let yourself be loved. Okay. The reason why I'm showing these two cards together, I'm feeling a strong interconnection between them, as if your heart chakra and your root chakra. Okay, root chakra is for grounding. Root chakra is red in color, which is being shown here by the heart guardian, but the heart chakra is has like the green color, dominance of green color, which is being shown here by the root guardian. So there's a strong interconnectivity in your heart chakra and root chakra. Okay, they are probably controlling your whole personality, what you are manifesting, and everything. And you cannot heal one while blocking the other. This is the message I'm strongly getting. Love and let yourself be loved. Stay rooted and grounded. So, stay rooted and grounded again resonates very strongly with this message. Don't let pride get into your way. You are probably receiving this abundance after a very uphill battle, after a long road of obstacles. Okay, so it's natural to feel some kind of triumph, but please do not use this sense of triumph to put others down. This message is coming in very strongly. Don't feel like that the world is your enemy and you have defeated your enemy. And don't just go crazy about that, because that is a possibility for some of you. That's why this message is coming in. Love and let yourself be loved. It is a wonderful news that you are finally winning after a very long battle. So, when you are winning, what's the point of holding on to any bitterness? Let it go. Let your love show that you are winning, not your words, not your pomp and grandeur or anything. Just your love should show how abundant you are. And once you start expressing this love, both your heart chakra and root chakra automatically starts getting healed very, very fast. Okay. The root chakra is again for our grounding, and um, it will, like, once you start spreading the love, it might require a little bit of effort at first, but then you will see it becomes effortless. And the more you spread love, the more you ground, the more grounded you feel anyway, because you feel connected to every being on earth. Okay, so please focus on that. And no matter, because it is the eclipse, there might be times where you feel a sudden surge of anger or sudden surge of bitterness. Okay, don't entertain them. Let it go. If you have to take a step back during those moments, do that. Do not talk to anybody at that point of time, but focus on releasing it, letting it go. Say to yourself loudly, this anger is not mine. I release it completely. This feeling of bitterness is not mine. I release it completely. So once you do that, you will see you are feeling calmer. And once that phase is gone, then you communicate. Whoever you have to communicate with, okay? Even if it is it may be an uncomfortable situation, okay? Or it may be a confrontational situation also. But even at that point, if you take a 1 second break to just connect, remember your version of the divine, and just tell yourself, this anger is not mine. My intention is pure. My intention is love. And then you approach that confrontation, you will see that things are not bad as they seemed before. Okay. So again, I'm saying there might be discomfort. It's not going to be smooth, because that's what the solar eclipse is all about, forcing you to go through some uncomfortable situations and come out as winner. Because remember, at the end of this, you are receiving tremendous soul fulfilling abundance. Okay. Okay, you have Lord Shiva with you, who represents transcendence. And the card says, rise up. Honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. Okay. So you have to communicate, you have to take action. And like I said, it's not only that you are just receiving money, a lot of luxuries. You are receiving all those. But even on a deeper level, on your soul level also, you are receiving lot of divine blessings, which is helping you to transcend your present state and expand into something higher, something that is more selfless. Okay. The only thing that can delay it or even block it is pride. Okay. Again, when I'm saying this, I'm not saying that you have to suppress yourself, because remember, same time, your spirit guides are saying communicate, communicate. You don't, like, don't think that, oh God, I'm feeling so proud, I should just stop talking to people. No, 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 please don't do that, because that is suppression. Just be aware of these feelings coming in and just say, this is not mine. I release it completely, and pray to your version of the divine for 1 second, and then start communicating. You will see that the confrontational situation will mellow down really, really fast. Okay. But again, there might be this discomfort, because you have to go and face the situation anyways. So just be mindful of that. Uh, but again, if I had received Lord Shiva in my reading, I wouldn't think of anything else that's going on. I know he's coming in full force, protecting me. And Lord Shiva's path is the path of annihilating everything that do not serve in your growth. Okay. Even comfort zones. Comfort zones feel great, but they stagnate us. So I personally prefer uncomfortable situations than just stagnating. Stagnation to me is a fate worse than death. Okay. So I think Lord Shiva is trying to do something similar with you. Okay. But of course, now I have this two major blessing card. Morgan's blessing of peace after battle. So this is probably this whatever long drawn difficult situation you have gone through, or it can be that confrontational situation that was coming up. There is peace coming, okay? All you have to do is calm yourself, settle deep, deep love around your heart chakra, okay? And then face the situation, knowing that Lord Shiva is blessing you, is with you. He will make sure you transcend this, means you grow from this situation and you grow only higher, you grow bigger, you expand. Okay, so definitely this is a huge blessing. And the next blessing you got, a blessing for a fresh start. So, whatever this situation was, it will be taken care of. You confront it or you deal with it, and then whatever happens, ultimately it ends, and there will be peace. There will be a period of peace where you can look forward for a fresh start again. And that can be in any aspect of your life. But please understand, this solar eclipse, whatever is happening to rearrange your perspective, to rearrange your energies, so that once you let or allow yourself to receive this kind of rearrangement of energies, you will see your perspective has shifted hugely, where you value every small thing, every small event, situation, people, animals, insects, everything, your own breathing. Like, I have had days where when I just woke up from sleep, even without opening my eyes, the first conscious breath I took, I felt so grateful. Okay, so you will move into that phase where you value everything. And since you have so much respect and value for everything, you are attracting similar kind of high value energy in your life. Okay, so overall it is a very wonderful period that is coming for you. I'm very happy for you guys. If this reading resonated, please hit the like button, please leave a comment. The comments really help in increasing the viewership of this video, and I do get inspired and motivated a lot when I read your comments. So thank you everyone who have been liking and commenting and sending me messages. Okay, and share this video with your friends who like similar content and encourage them to subscribe. I'll see you again in my next reading. Till then, lots and lots of love. Bye bye. Okay, let me put the cards back before I move on to the last option for today. Okay. Welcome to your reading, my dear option 3 viewers who chose this. gigantic amethyst crystal. Let us see from the energy oracle deck first. What are the energies that are being activated by this upcoming partial solar eclipse for you guys? Thank you, Spirit. One more card, please. Next, we'll take two cards from the Monology deck also and see what are these necessary messages of guidance that your spirit guides want you to be aware of. Thank you, Spirit. Next, I'll take one card from the Light Workers deck. Ascended Masters, Gods, Goddesses, Deities, thank you. Thank you. From Angels and Ancestors deck also. We'll take one or two cards maybe. Okay, I'll take one more card, please, Ancestors. Okay, thank you. Thank you. And finally, like I told all the previous options, no matter how intense an eclipse season may be, it always brings forth hidden blessings. So definitely, we'll see what are two major blessings that are being manifested through this period of solar eclipse. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Let us dive into your reading, option 3. Wow, wow. I'm always amazed when I come to option 3 because there are so many themes that seem to be common to either option 1 or option 2. And then I realize that, okay, this is a common theme for the collective, probably. So if either of option 1 or option 2 was resonating with you, like you were, oh my God, so many similar messages. So if you had felt strongly about seeing all three options, feel free to do that, or any of option 1 or option 2 if you felt strongly to see any one of them, including option 3, please feel free to do that. But if you were confident from the first time that, okay, option 3 is my choice, then you don't need to see the other options, okay? And I said this only because option 3, I'm doing the reading like the last, and I see like almost all the messages are repetitions of either option 1 or option 2. So again, what is happening for you in the solar eclipses, you are facing some indecision, okay? And indecision was a theme for option 1 also. Um, so I'll try to stick to you guys and not go back. And indecision, when you're faced with indecision, you might get emotionally very turbulent, okay? And that's okay. Don't worry about that. This video is to just to let you know that this is happening due to all this planetary changes and the solar eclipse. So you just go with the flow. Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself, okay? Do not feel like a victim and do not criticize yourself very harshly. If there's some indecision, it's fine. Just sit on it, think about it, because what is happening for you, oh my God, so many messages, is the door to spirit is opening for you, okay? So this period will feel intense for you because I think this you are learning a lesson in this lifetime, and this lesson has been going on for a while. Okay, you are trying to learn this lesson for a while, is how to listen to your own spirit. Okay, And I think the indecision is a part of that lesson, because many times in our lives we do things to impress others. It can be due to love, okay? But still, it doesn't change the fact that we are not listening to our inner guidance, but doing something only because the world or the society conditioned us to believe that this is better than that. Work or job A is better than job B. Even though you really love job B and it comes naturally to you, sometimes we end up doing job A because it has more money, it brings us more fame, family members give us more prestige, things like that. It happens to all of us, okay? Like, I don't want to give this example, but I'll say it anyway. Like in my life, I got admission to Stanford University, and even though I had no, like I know it was a famous place to be in, but there wasn't really any connection or any passion that I had. Like the subject I was going to study there, I had not ever studied it before. Uh, and the research I was going to do there, I had not studied it. I wasn't even excited about it. But I took the offer anyway because suddenly there were so many people congratulating me and looking up to me. And it was very, what should I say? It's almost like an addiction. Oh my God, I didn't even do anything. Just because I'll go to that school, I'll go to this specific school or specific university, people are going to just think so highly of me. It was intoxicating, but then I came crashing down really fast because I was so unhappy, so unhappy. I cannot even begin to say. Even though I used to be an extrovert before, I turned into a complete introvert. I could not relate to anything. Forget relating to my spirit. I could not relate to anyone, any person, any being. I had a miserable time there, to be honest. And it wasn't anybody's fault. But through that situation, I learned a very important life lesson. After that, I have never, ever done anything in my life just because somebody else thinks that it is great, it is huge. Yeah, I think, yeah, that experience helped me to be the most authentic version of myself. So, yeah, sorry if I took too long and I digressed, but I just want to emphasize this, that how important it is. I think your spirit guides wants you to understand this, that connecting to yourself, connecting to your own spirit, connecting to the most authentic version of yourself is the most uh, success, is the maximum success that you can have in any lifetime. And they are helping you with that. Of course, most of you are at the initial stages or in the middle of that lesson, of learning that lesson. That's why you are facing some indecision. And I totally get that, okay? Like I couldn't even say it to my family that I should I not go to Stanford because everyone was so excited. It wasn't me. My parents also were getting so much respect and congratulatory messages. It was just so hard to throw it all away and say that, oh no, I don't feel connected. And there were some people saying, do you know how many people crave for this opportunity and you want to throw this away? Things like that. So I went ahead with it anyway, but it was a very important lesson in my life that never ignore your own inner guidance. So you are learning that lesson. The important thing for you is, okay, these two messages, both moonology cards, and I'll show them together. Be bold and make the first move, but at the same time, do not let pride get into your way. This "do not let pride get into your way" is again a repeating message from the previous pile. But you still have to be bold and make the first move. So, whatever indecision you are suffering from, remember not taking a decision is also a decision. So, you have to make a move. You just cannot keep standing at this crossroads and thinking and thinking and thinking. Okay, it will not take you anywhere. And with passage of time, you will end up feeling more miserable. So they are saying, be bold, make the first move. Whatever you decide, your guides are supporting you. Don't take a decision thinking of what the results will be, because the results don't matter anyway. You are learning. Your lesson here is how to take a decision listening to your own inner calling. This is what you are learning. The results here are not important anyway. Whatever road you choose, your ultimate destination is going to be the same. But what you have to learn is to choose listening to your own inner guidance instead of listening to the chaos outside. Okay. And the important part is to be bold and make the first move, but at the same time, do not let pride, arrogance, rudeness, rash behavior get into your way. Okay. Again, I'm saying the possibilities arising because it's eclipse season, things get intense. You might feel emotionally more vulnerable than usual, which is why your spirit guides have brought you to this video. And all they want to say is what is happening is natural. Do not be harsh, but at the same time, do not be rash. Like, do not be harsh to your own self, but do not be harsh to others as well. Okay? If you need some alone time, get that alone time for 5 minutes, for 1 minute, also is fine. And ask for help. Ask for help from your version of the divine, from your spirit guides. But once you have done your prayers and everything, do make the first move. Don't just keep sitting, feeling like a victim and thinking, oh, I don't know what to do. You know what to do because your connection to spirit is getting deeper and deeper and stronger. The answer is within. Okay. Okay. So you also got this moon card. Take note of intuitive messages. While moon, like the moon energy tremendously, and it's a new moon, right? When the solar eclipse happens. So the new moon is anyway a time of, you know, letting go of old things that do not serve our growth. So you are releasing anyway, and the solar eclipse on top of that is intensifying or accelerating that rate of release. Okay, so you might feel emotional fluctuations, like I've already said, but at the same time, your intuition is super high. So trust those inner nudges. Okay, uh, from your ancestor deck, you have this Heart Guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. Whenever you are feeling intensely emotional about anything, choose love. Whatever that emotion is. That emotion might be of fear, insecurity, indecision, anger, sadness, bitterness. In all these situations, take a step back to compose yourself and choose love. Even if you have to say it loudly to yourself standing in front of a mirror, just repeat that. I choose love. Okay. And whatever negative emotion is coming up, just say, this emotion is not mine. I'm ready to release it completely. I'm releasing it completely. I choose love. I am love. Okay. This tremendous heart chakra healing that is going on with you guys for some time, I can see. Heart chakra healing takes time, okay? Because we keep on accumulating so much trash from the world, and they all block our heart chakra mostly as fear of not being able to meet or expectations of others and things like that. Okay, and that is being healed, you accept whatever emotions come your way. If they are negative, just release them and just keep telling yourself you choose love, okay? No matter how intense it might get. You will still not let pride get into your way because you are love. You will choose love in every situation that comes across you, which does not mean that you will be a doormat or you will suppress. You will still be bold and make the first move. You will still take action. You will still communicate. But at the same time, there won't be any hint of pride. There will be confidence. There will be conviction. But there won't be any hint of pride. Okay? Then you have this beautiful Mother Gaia or Earth connection. Be mindful of the planet, come back to the earth, stay grounded. Now, the stay grounded message is a common theme for this solar eclipse. All the options got this message in some form or the other. Same with the love message, okay? So it seems like for the collective, the root chakra and the heart chakra are very interconnected, and like this solar eclipse, I think it is like a portal through which the divine is intensifying the healing for these two chakras, okay? Because if the root chakra is blocked, we will always feel very insecure. We'll always live in fear, which is reflecting the world in terms of like so many wars, meaningless wars, wars happening at the drop of a hat, wars happening at the whim of some leaders, okay? So all this is happening because for the collective also the root chakra is severely blocked. And why is it blocked? Because we have not taken care of Mother Earth. We have not taken care of other species who are also children of Mother Earth. Okay, this is like I'm talking about all human beings. Okay, the human race as a whole. All of us are responsible. And it is time we acknowledge that. For you, group 3, acknowledging this responsibility towards Mother Earth will help you tremendously. You can do it any form, okay? If you have the capacity to go out and participate or volunteer in some environmental projects, you can do that. If you do not have the capacity to go out, you can share. You can share on social media. If you do not have the time, but you have the money, you can donate. Or you can spread awareness through word of mouth. You can do so many things, but the intent should be there that yes, we need to protect Mother Earth. We need to be compassionate about other beings who are inhabiting Mother Earth because they are also children of Mother Earth. Okay. So even just spreading this message around you is also taking care of Mother Earth. And you will see that will tremendously help in healing your root chakra. Okay, on a personal level, also, you have this deep insecurity, which is why you fall into this indecision mode often. Because most of your decisions ultimately are based on fear. You are not taking decisions based on your connection with spirit, your own spirit, right? So that is going to change. This solar eclipse is coming in, is making you go through some uncomfortable situation, which is again a theme for all of us, so that at the end of it, you come out stronger in the sense that your heart is healed, you can love yourself and others freely, and you also feel more grounded. Okay, you do not feel so vulnerable like a victim, unable to take a decision. That is all going to change. Okay, you will be the bold person who is not afraid to take the first move, who does not suppress because he's loving. He does not have to suppress anything, he or she, whatever gender you identify with. Okay, so this is extremely powerful. Okay, now let us see the two major blessings. A blessing to find your way. See this indecision card. This person is standing at the crossroads. He does not know his way. And this is the exact blessing the solar eclipse is bringing in, a blessing to find your way. Okay, two cards here because they go together. You start this phase with indecision, strong emotions generating due to your inability to take a decision. But by the end of it, once you ground yourself, once you allow more love to flow freely towards yourself, towards others, you will see that there's a blessing coming in where you can clearly see which way, which path you need to take. And then the other blessing is a blessing to heal a relationship. It's very self explanatory. If there was one particular relationship where you were just not getting along and that was blocking your heart severely, your spirit guides are coming in and healing that. Okay, you don't have to worry about this anymore. It is being healed, and as soon as it's healed, your heart chakra will start expanding. And once your heart chakra is healed, your root chakra also is healed, because lots of the insecurities, fears that was coming due to this malfunctional relationship was blocking a lot of things. Okay, so overall, it is an intense period. Okay, I just cannot sugarcoat it. It is going to be intense for you because there are many things that will probably induce a lot of fear in you, but you will do it anyway. That's the best part. You will face the fear. You will, uh, yeah, you will face the fear. You will confront situations if you have to. You will be the bold one and make the first move. You will communicate effectively, and your spirit guides will ensure that you are protected throughout this, and they will take you to that beautiful place where finally your chakras are aligned and balanced, and then you feel this tremendous loving and beautiful connection with your own spirit. And then you do not take fear based decisions anymore. You take decisions based on your own spirit, your own spiritual calling. Okay, so this is wonderful. This is powerful. This is very intense. I'm so happy for you guys. So please, during this period, be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself. Do not let pride get into your way. If you feel very vulnerable for few, localized minutes or whatever time it is, just go back, step back a little, pause, ask help from the divine, tell yourself very firmly with 100% conviction, none of these negative emotions are mine. I'm ready to release all of them. I'm love. Okay. And once you do that, you will see that things are changing for the better. You are being blessed to find your way. For some of you, I'm getting you have been lost for a while, or you have been just stuck at this crossroads for a long time. And hats off to you for still going through what you have gone through. But now you have a beautiful, like a path full of beautiful, warm, golden energy. I'm seeing a path of rose petals being laid out for you. Okay, you will find your way. That way is very beautiful. And if there was particular relationships that were malfunctional, which was bothering you for a long, long time, they are getting healed. Give them time. Okay, don't expect the other person to be just best friends with you immediately. Give it time. They are getting healed. So if I have to summarize your reading, intense spiritual changes happening within you. Okay, the important thing for you to remember is you are very intuitive. Trust your inner guidance. Pray to your version of the divine. Keep moving forward. Keep taking action. And if you can, just devote some of your time to raise awareness about protecting Mother Earth. Okay? Um, and that will help you tremendously. So that is all I have for you today. If this reading resonated, please hit the like button. Please leave a comment for me. I'm very thankful to all of you who leave comments below the videos, or who even send me messages in different platforms. They do inspire me and motivate me a lot. Okay. So, and it also helps the video to get more viewership on YouTube. So, win-win. So, thank you so much for your comments. Do comment on whatever resonated with you, or anything that you want to share, any advice that you have for me. I'm really happy to read all. And share this video with your friends, please, who like similar content, and encourage them to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you again in my next reading. Till then, lots and lots of love. Bye bye.